Hi, I'm Sherlock Holmes. What do you need? Okay, wait. In a minute I'm going to be there.
What's the problem?
The Big Ben isn't working.
Okay, come on, there we go.
Hello guys, I'm happy because you came. Okay. First of all, someone has stolen the Big Ben clock long hand.
What? The hand?
Yes, it's made of silver and it costs millions of pounds.
Okay, did you get any clues?
Yes, we have these pictures. Some of them are before the hand was stolen and others after the thief. These are the pictures and this is the people who was there at that moment. The problem is that they are not in order, so we don't know who the robber is. We have to order them to solve the problem.
Okay, and how can we order them?
The first and the second are easy to order because it appears the time on the clock, as you can see, but the others is more difficult.
Okay, we have to look for more clues to put the photographs in the right order.
Yes, because in the pictures appears people, and if we know which photos are the second and the third one, we can know who the robber is, the person who appears in both pictures.
Okay.
But we have a problem. We are not able to understand the clock.
It's true, I have a digital one.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna explain you how to use it. Okay, let's begin. A clock always has three hands. A long one, a short one, and one that has a different color. The one that has the different color shows us the seconds, the long one, the minutes, and the short one, the hours. We will start with the small one. It's very easy. If the hand is in the number 3, it means that it's pointing the number 3. So it might be 3 or we don't know because we have to look for the minutes. So now, looking to the long one, we will see how the minutes work. The clock is like a cake, so we have to divide it. First of all, we have to divide it in minutes. As you can see, there are very little lines and each line means a minute. So, if it's in the number 12, it's 0 minute, this would be 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes and 5 minutes. So, between one number and another, they have passed 5 minutes. So, this would mean 5 minutes, this 10 minutes, this 15 minutes, and to do all the circle. Then we have 4 parts that are very important. If the long hand is in the number 12, we can say that is o'clock. If it's in the number 3, we say that's a quarter past because we have passed a quarter since o'clock. If it's in the number 6, it means that the long hand has made all this way and it means that it made the half of the circle. So we say that it would be half past. And then if it's in the number 9, we say that it counts 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, so we need 15 minutes to get to the number 12. The same as a quarter. So we say that if it's in the number 9, it's a quarter to. But we need the shorthand to know the hour. So now we are gonna put an example. If it's in the number 12, the long one and the short one in the number 4, we say that's 4 o'clock. If it's the short one on the 6th number and the long one on the number 3, we can say that's 6:15 because it has passed a quarter since 6 o'clock. Then, if the long one is on the number 6 and the short one in the number 7, we can say that's 7:30, because the long one it has passed all this way to get to the number 6, and it made the half of the circle. But what happens if the shorthand is between two numbers? For example, between the number 5 and the number 6. That means that the short one is getting from one number to another, but we don't know how many minutes it has to pass to get to the number 12. So, let's begin. This would be 5 o'clock. And as the time goes by, the shorthand is also moving at the same time as the long one. So, if the long one is in the number 3, it's 5:15, the short one wouldn't be on the number 5, it would be between the number 5 and the number 6. If the long one is number 6, that means it's 5:30, the short one will continue being between the number 5 and the number 6. So, in this moment, the time is 5:30. When the long one is in the number 9, the short one is closer to the 6 than to the number 5. So that means that the time is 5:45, because they have to pass 15 minutes to be 6 o'clock. Okay?
Okay, we can handle this ourselves.
Okay, if you are able to order the first and the second photograph, I will order the rest of them.
Okay.
Look, Sherlock! In the third, you only see the sun. In this one, look. Yes, you only see the sun. So we can guess that is the morning. And in the other, is less sunlight. So maybe it is the afternoon. So this is the third one, and this is the fourth.
Okay, you are so intelligent. Now order the order, please, because I don't know how to do it.
Did you understand what Anne explained us?
No.
Me neither. So we have a problem.
We can ask our friends. Please, could you investigate with us?
Discover the time, order the photos, and tell us what is the first and the second one. Then look for the people and tell us who appears in the second and in the third photo. Bring the answer to class so we can resolve the mystery together.
And we can practice how the clock works. So that was tonight, Carlet, with you.
See you in class!
This is the third photo. And this is the fourth one. Now, which is the first one? And the second one?